Imagine a world shrouded in secrecy, where the air hums with the thunder of colossal machines, and every second is a high-stakes gamble against chaos. You're about to plunge into the heart of a hidden empire, where ordinary corn kernels are forged into explosive bursts of flavor in a symphony of fire, steel, and unrelenting precision. This isn't just food production, it's a battlefield of survival, where one wrong move could mean disaster. Buckle up, because in the next few minutes, we're ripping open the veil on the popcorn-making process, revealing secrets that will make your pulse race and your mouth water. From the sun-scorched fields to the roaring infernos of the factory floor, prepare to witness a transformation so epic, it'll redefine how you see your favorite snack. Let's dive in, before the clock runs out. The story begins not in the gleaming factories, but in the vast, unforgiving expanses of America's heartland, where the wind whispers threats through endless rows of corn stalks. It's late summer, the air thick with anticipation, as farmers stand guard over fields that stretch to the horizon like a golden army ready for war. These aren't just any corn crops, these are popcorn kernels in waiting, genetically primed for explosion. But growing them is no gentle art, it's a brutal test of endurance. The soil must be perfect, rich, well-drained, neither too sandy nor too clay-heavy, or the entire harvest crumbles. Scorching heat waves lurk like predators, ready to wither the plants before they mature. Farmers deploy an arsenal of cutting-edge tech, drones soaring overhead like vigilant eagles, scanning for pests and moisture levels, automated irrigation systems pulsing life into the earth with surgical accuracy. Sensors buried deep in the ground relay data in real time, alerting crews to invisible dangers. One miscalculation, and the crop fails. But when it's time, the beast awakens. Enter the harvester, a mechanical titan roaring across the field like a dragon devouring its prey. Its blades whirl with ferocious speed, slicing through stalks in a blur of green and gold. The machine doesn't just cut, it separates, collects, and sorts in one seamless assault. Corn cobs tumble into massive hoppers, while kernels are stripped away with ruthless efficiency. Feel the ground tremble under its weight, tons of steel and hydraulics charging forward, leaving nothing but stubble in its wake. This isn't farming, it's conquest. The harvested kernels, raw and unassuming, are whisked away to silos that tower like ancient monoliths, where they can slumber for 3 to 4 years, preserved in climate-controlled vaults against humidity's insidious creep. But their rest is temporary. The real battle is just beginning. Deep within the factory's fortified walls, a labyrinth of shadows and steam, these kernels enter a realm few outsiders ever glimpse. The doors seal shut with a hydraulic hiss, locking in the chaos. Conveyor belts snake through the gloom like endless serpents, carrying the kernels into the first gauntlet, sorting. Workers in crisp uniforms, faces masked against the dust, oversee the operation from elevated catwalks. But it's the machines that rule here, vibrating screens that shake the kernels violently, separating them by size and weight. Rotten ones, those traitors with hidden flaws, are ejected with merciless precision, funneled away to be repurposed or discarded. The air fills with a gritty haze as blowers blast away debris, ensuring only the elite survive. Imagine the tension, one bad kernel slips through, and an entire batch could spoil. But these systems are infallible, calibrated to detect imperfections invisible to the human eye. Lasers scan each one, rejecting anything less than perfect. The survivors press on, tumbling forward, their journey accelerating. Now, the heat rises, literally. The popping chamber looms ahead, a colossal drum that glows with infernal light. But hold your breath, it's not time to explode yet. First, the alchemy of flavor. In massive vats, butter melts into golden rivers, swirling with salts, sugars, and secret spices. The aroma hits like a wave, rich, intoxicating, pulling you deeper into the frenzy. Workers punch commands into glowing panels, and the drums begin their ritual spin. Ingredients collide in a vortex of motion, blending under intense heat that could scorch flesh in seconds. Steam billows like dragon's breath, obscuring the view, building the suspense. Is the mixture ready? 1 second too long, and it burns, too short, and the flavor falls flat. The operators watch with hawk-like focus, their decisions razor-sharp. Then, the moment arrives, kernels cascade in, mixing with the molten brew. The drum roars louder, gears pounding like a war drum. Heat climbs, 150, 180, 200 degrees Celsius, and suddenly, the explosions begin. Pop! 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 It's a chain reaction, a fireworks show inside a steel cage. Each kernel bursts open, its starchy core expanding up to 40 times its size in a violent release of pressure. The machine laughs maniacally, shaking as white fluff erupts everywhere. Feel the heat radiating through the air, the sharp cracks echoing off metal walls like gunfire in a canyon. Unpopped kernels, those stubborn holdouts, are sieved out, while the fresh popcorn tumbles forth, steaming and pristine. But the battle isn't won, spoilage waits like a shadow. Enter the cooling zone, a chamber where fans whirl like tornadoes, blasting cool air to lock in that signature crunch. The popcorn parades along the belt, kernels dancing apart to prevent clumping. It's a brief respite, a slow-motion interlude in the chaos, where the air hums with electric fans and the scent of butter lingers. But don't relax, the next phase demands even more precision. For caramel popcorn, the drama intensifies. In gleaming kettles, sugar and corn syrup boil into a bubbling cauldron, the temperature soaring to a blistering 150 degrees. Stirrers churn relentlessly, preventing crystallization that could ruin the batch. The mixture turns amber, viscous, ready to ensnare. Freshly popped corn is dumped in, and the coating begins, a sticky embrace that transforms plain puffs into glossy treasures. The drum rolls again, tossing everything in a hypnotic rhythm. Watch as the caramel hardens just enough, creating that irresistible sweet-salty armor. But timing is everything, overcoat, and it's a gooey mess, undercoat, and the flavor fades. Operators hover, sampling with gloved hands, their senses attuned to perfection. And for rainbow varieties? Nature's palette comes alive. Extracts from berries, grapes, and beets infuse vibrant hues, no synthetics here, just pure, explosive color. Each batch glows like jewels under the lights, a visual feast that promises fruity bursts with every bite. The machines hum with satisfaction, but the pressure mounts, production lines never sleep. Did you know popcorn's legacy stretches back over 5,000 years? Ancient civilizations in the Americas heated kernels over open fires, watching them dance like possessed spirits. Colonists marveled at the spectacle, turning it into a staple. Fast forward to today, and it's the undisputed king of cinemas, its low moisture content ensuring that dramatic pop. But in this factory, history meets hyperspeed. The coated popcorn surges onward to packaging, where automation reigns supreme. Massive hoppers dispense exact portions, automated scales weighing to the gram, ensuring no bag is shortchanged. Remember shaking packs at the store? Not anymore, these machines deliver justice every time. Plastic films unspool like ribbons, formed into bags by heat-sealing jaws that clamp with vice-like force. Popcorn cascades in, followed by a nitrogen flush to banish oxygen, the enemy of freshness. Seals snap shut, labels slap on with robotic arms, each movement a blur. For premium caramel treats, they pour into sturdy bottles, the kind that keep grease off your fingers and lock in that buttery bliss. Lids twist on automatically, a satisfying click echoing through the line. Microwave bags get special treatment, folded precisely, infused with susceptors that turn your home appliance into a mini factory. Salt, kernels, and oil are measured and sealed in, ready for your command. But wait, the final gauntlet, quality control. Lasers pierce the packaging, scanning for defects. Human inspectors, trained like elite agents, sample batches, crunching kernels under watchful eyes. One flaw, and the line halts, alarms blaring. It's a high-wire act, where perfection isn't optional, it's demanded. The air thickens with tension as crates stack high, ready for shipment to shelves worldwide. Trucks rumble out under cover of night, carrying these hidden treasures to your hands. As the factory's lights dim, the machines cool, but the energy lingers, a reminder of the unseen war waged for every kernel. You've journeyed through fire and frenzy, witnessed raw potential forged into addictive delight. Popcorn isn't just a snack, it's a triumph of human ingenuity against nature's odds. Next time you munch on that fluffy goodness, remember the roar of the beasts, the rush of the rivers, the split-second decisions that made it possible. This is the hidden world of popcorn, thrilling, relentless, and utterly captivating. Hit that like button if you're hooked, subscribe for more behind-the-scenes epics, and share your popcorn stories below. Until next time, keep popping.